Hi folks, it's the 30th of October and here in Massachusetts we have about 5 inches of snow. Yes, you got that. We haven't even turned the clocks back yet and we have 5 inches of cold, wet snow. Anyway, welcome to Economic Observations. I am Chris. There is a lot to talk about. First things first, please subscribe and like this video. We're only at 48 subscribers. We'd really like to double that by the end of the month. So we have one day. Anyway, let's get to it. Unemployment numbers came out yesterday. 757,000 new unemployment cases filed. Boeing says they're going to lay off 1/5 of their staff in the upcoming months. They do not see an improvement with the purchase of airplanes because people are still not flying. Texas voters have surpassed the number of voters who voted in 2016, and there's still 4 days to go until Election Day. Go Texas. I think we are going to see record crowds of people voting this year. It is inspiring. Everyone has that opportunity to vote, and everybody should vote. Stock market had the worst week since March. You know, this has been tumbling. We've been talking about it. This is a public service announcement, folks. The stock market is going to continue to crash without stimulus. We know that it needs stimulus to survive. It is a Ponzi scheme propped up by fake money, fake valuations in companies. Everything is just not what it seems. Price of housing, I've been saying it too for a lot of weeks now, or many weeks. The price of houses is going to come tumbling down. Evictions are going to rise incredibly. Listen, folks, we are losing hope. Unemployment, the PUA, extra federal help is only good until December 31st. After Election Day, no stimulus is going to be passed unless the Senate changes. The Senate is not going to help the people. Let's face it, you know, the Dems have wanted 3.2 trillion. They came down to 2.2 trillion. They're working with Mnuchin and Trump. I don't think Mnuchin and Trump are the problem. I think it's the Senate. They're not going to approve anything over $1 trillion. They like all these skinny bills. The Fed is all out of tools. They cannot lower the interest rates. Usually when times get tough like this and the economy starts to struggle and the stock market goes down, they have this tool that they use. They lower interest rates, but they can't lower interest rates because if they lower interest rates, they'll be negative. They have no more tools in the toolbox, folks. The only thing that's going to keep this fake economy alive is more stimulus. Listen, this coronavirus, the cases are rising all over the world. El Paso, Texas is a disaster. They have more sick people than they do beds. They're opening field hospitals. A judge ordered them to shut down for 2 weeks. And if you think that's only going to be in El Paso, you are sadly mistaken. It is going to be happening all across the country. It's happening actually all across the world. Since my last video when I said Germany shut down, now France is shutting down too. We are not going to recover unless this virus goes away or we have it under control. It's a tough situation here. The only thing the Fed can start doing is giving a digital currency that you cannot cash out. If the Fed starts dipping interest rates below zero into the negative territory, meaning that banks are going to charge you for having money in the bank, everyone's going to run to the banks and take out all their cash because they'd rather take the cash. I mean, they're losing, if there's inflation, they're losing money anyway. But we are really, and I think it's going to be a deflationary period. I think everything's going to come tumbling down. And if you let the free markets rule, everything's going to come crashing down. But I go to the supermarket and I see everything going up. It is a really strange time, folks. They say there's going to be a shortage on flour and canned goods, even chocolate chips or something. I guess people are going to be making cookies. Stock up on some things. Listen, we're having an October snowstorm here in the Boston area. It's nuts. 4 inches of snow I had to clear off my car. Anyway, what happens when there's no more tricks to revive a really bad economy? And the Fed knows it's really bad. They say the price of houses is up and the stock market's up. And yeah, but people are losing their jobs. They say the GDP is up. People are buying essentials. Stimulus is running out for a lot of people. It's coinciding with their evictions. It's coinciding with all this debt that they owe. It's coinciding with so many things. If you don't think that volcano is erupting, we are going to be in for some tough times. And toodles to you if you have a job, because appreciate that, because a lot of people don't. Like I said, this is a public service announcement. I don't get paid for saying this. I have 48 subscribers and I appreciate every one of you. But folks, come on. We need to hunker down. If you don't have that job and if you're facing eviction, my heart is with you. I'll pray for you. That's all I can offer. I feel really bad for people. But now is the time to have some friends and have some family and build relationships, because we're going to need each other. All of us are going to need each other. I think it's dark times ahead. All right, folks, that's it for me for today. Stay well. Keep the faith. Thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you, and I'll be back soon.